Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are fired up and ready for a fantastic day today. Are you ready for a fight? Are you ready for a fight? Are you ready for a fight? I think in terms of images many times, and the question I want to ask you, if you've had the privilege of watching any movies lately, is what does a fight scene sound like? Do you remember Braveheart? There was a line of warriors led by William Wallace, and I want you to think about what you heard. Did you hear a bunch of men going, okay, okay, I got this. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, let's do it. In Gladiator, when Maximus, the general of the Felix legions, servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, husband of a murdered wife, father of a murdered son, screamed, "Unleash hell," did they say, okay, are we ready? Let's do it. When Wyatt Earp, in the end of Tombstone, standing at the train station, says, "You tell him I'm coming and hell's coming with me," did he say, let him know, that hell's coming and I'm coming, hell's coming with me, guys. Rah. When you see lions fighting, when you see deer fighting, when you see bear fighting, what do you hear? You know what you hear? You hear violent, and loud, and aggressive fighting. Now, I'm going to take you in a direction you did not anticipate, and I'll make light of it from a scene in a movie that Jim Carrey starred in called Liar, Liar, where his little son, who missed time with Daddy, made a wish on his birthday that for 24 hours his dad would not be able to tell a lie. And as a trial attorney, he was in the middle of a huge case. He could not lie. He was trying to find a way out of it. And there was a scene where he took himself into the bathroom and threw himself up against the wall, punched himself in the face, smashed his head in the window, punched himself up and down, shoved his head in the toilet. It was an all-out one-man brawl. And when somebody came in shocked and said, "What are you doing?" he said, "I'm kicking my..." What does it look like I'm doing? When was the last time you had a good fight with yourself? When was the last time you looked yourself in the mirror and raised the octave of your voice? When was the last time you went old school when you were down and broken and hurting and did something unusual like put on Rocky, the music from Rocky? When was the last time you got violent with yourself? This stuff out here suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. And here's what I mean by that. Sometimes you have to be ready for a fight with yourself. Sometimes you have to raise your voice to yourself. Sometimes you have to look yourself in the mirror and bring out all that is within you to tell yourself what you need to do, how you need to do it, and when you demand it be done. Sometimes you have to fight yourself. And I'm going to make a suggestion, ladies and gentlemen. Get loud. Get loud. Get rowdy. What did the battle scenes sound like, ladies and gentlemen? They were roars. They were the screams and yells of men and women who understood their lives, their very lives, were on the line for what they believed in, for what they were fighting for, and for what they believed to be the outcome in the end. And there was a mighty roar. When was the last time you realized you were fighting for your life. You are fighting for your friends. You are fighting for your family, understanding that your personal victories will be the victories for others around you and possibly for generations to come. When was the last time you had a good fight with yourself? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make a suggestion. If you haven't been in a good fight with yourself in a long time, today's the perfect day. This is your life. This is your day. This is your season. This is your time. You were born for such a time as this. Don't take any more crap from yourself. Don't listen to the lies about yourself. Don't listen to the rhetoric about limitations and what you can or cannot do, what you are able or able not to do. There's nothing wrong with being a Rudiger. Notre Dame's for great athletes, smart kids. Nothing wrong with being a Rudiger. Yeah, there is if you have a bigger heart. Yeah, there is if you have a bigger heart. I don't want to be like my brothers. Rudy said, sometimes you got to get your yell on. Sometimes you got to get your fight on. Sometimes you got to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, have you been rowdy with yourself lately? Well, today is a day to begin. It's your life, and no one's going to fight for it as hard as you. Have a great day, guys.